Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the LPL 2025 Split 2.
Could just be a flash burn from him here at Care as well.
Getting that charged up with that Q and Care. Gonna have to burn the flash early. Shadow coming over. The Exhaust Impact gonna get flash out of Cream as well. Kanavi now looking for damage out to Shadow. Shadow overextended. The spear. It's not gonna be enough. The shield was there, but Kanavi now though is the Dragon is not gonna take priority because Kanavi has gone top. Gets the flash. Gets the knockback from 369. But Sheer is still Mbessa. The spear. Is it gonna be enough? One more hit. 369 is going to commit. 369 gets it. The turret ramp is not enough, and Top Esports will get first blood. I know JDG has no stake in this game whatsoever, but it's so funny to see the longevity of things where 369 obviously swapping between Top Esports and JDG so many times, but Sheer and Flandre kind of that next iteration after he came back to Top Esports. And then here we are now, both not on JDG and on different teams facing each other here in the main stage of Split 2. We do get that trade in the end. It's funny how it ends out, though, because it's Top Esports that get the Dragon and FPX who get the first 3 grubs.
The priority was on them and the objective that they wanted to choose. I think that there is a case to be made that the second grub fight could be a little bit stronger here for Top Esports. I think that
are they just
playing
forcing
2 lanes versus 3? But they have 3 grubs.
Oh, it's 4v2. Oh, bullet time on top, too. Public execution under turret, but the turret is starting to ramp. Look at this. The Impale coming through. 369. They're going to get the 1 trade back, and now Crisp is up here, too. Needs to be careful, though. Get back to the turret. Does not have the Glacial Fissure just yet. And honestly, it's a
play doesn't pay off for FPX. Feel like that was a bit forced. Love the stun that Kanavi had, too, on the Shadow, just to make sure that he was eating those tower shots that were heating up.
What? What is happening on my screen right now? Oh my god.
Well, Chris threw a skill shot one way and Jouet walked the other.
With Thunder Sky becomes an absolute menace, and you can see there is no focus to this side of the map. Even if they brought their bot lane up here by FPX, they're going to reset, they're going to go off, and it's going to be a trade of 3-3.
And the great part about this timer, too, is that you can actually go fight for the Drake if they're in time.
Oh, no. Oh, there's 2 things happening right now. Okay, Awesome is going to potentially just die outright. Instant Captain Jax, the piercing arrow flashed out of it. He's out of there. Pretty far along on getting everybody first items there. As Dragon's going to be started up by them. Could be the second Dragon for Top Esports. Looks like that will just be the case. We are getting that readaptation of lanes here coming into the 12-minute mark where we have a lot of presence from Awesome in mid lane.
Yeah, no, I mean, that presence kind of getting over because Top Esports on the Dragon. Uh-oh, I see it.
Oh, no. They don't have anything. He has no flash, no cleanse. He is down. Kanavi taking the pickings.
Oh, we'll be honest about that one. Yeah, we'll be honest about that one. But I think that once this Nashor Siege comes through for Cream, that's when the front line really is going to start to melt. We have a skirmish. Kanavi.
Oh, the hell. No, it's the spear. One pokey object is going to get them one way or another. And the next one that comes in is a staff from Mr. Cream himself. 5-1 early. Care going to try to pick out the mid laner Top East. But now he overextended himself. He's going to have to flash or spirit rush or maybe both to get away from this setup. He is between 2 towers and maybe between 2 deaths. Insta stun. Spirit rush doesn't matter. And you still fall to King Kanavi.
At built-in Hail Blades there with the empowered W, insta-proc the winner's bite, and things are just going to go from bad to worse here. Okay, trade of flashes. Nice retaliation there from Sheer as he around this, and Kanavi continues to be the jungler that is on fire this split, and he's not going to continue to make plays. Crisp.
Yeah, he's going to be able to find this out. Dredge line might not save you this time around, Jouet. He's just going to try to find time, but it's not enough, and he gets taken down by one weapon. The jungle will be for both teams' leniences on how they win games. And I think Kanavi is showing that next level up against Shadow.
I mean, every play Kanavi's taken has just been fire this game.
Yeah.
There really is nothing else to say, whereas Shadow, I mean, the play he took topside was a 1-for-1. It's not what FPX wanted. The attempted play bot forced the flash, too, but then the retaliation of the back half of this fight. Oh, hold on.
Oh, Impale into the bullet time. Kanavi's about to go down. Has the shield back up. Jackula barriers nothing but still survive. Cream with a 3-man big Emperor's Divide. And you look Everyone from FPX is gone except for Care, and everyone from Top Esports is still alive.
Looks like the Phoenix is falling in game 1. Going to be about if you get a revive in game 2 is... Oh, they actually got the charge. Really well done there by Top Esports. They're starting to style a little bit. You can see Shadow in the player cam is actually kind of having a chuckle. I think FPX, they realize that this game is pretty doomed. Yeah,
not only in the placements, but also here in the main stage. And now Care in a 1v1 against 369. Going to dodge out of the shock blast. Oh, Cream! He's just gone. Grand Starfall in from Kanavi, but he's in a 1v3. And now TP's coming in. We're going to get the rebuttal already, though. Dway is gone. Now 369 hitting a big 3-man shock blast there. Top Esports, they bit off a little bit more than they could chew, but they still try to swallow it down.
Yeah, Cream was flashless. I'm going to assume he got caught.
Oh, Shadow gets Jackie Love, and Jackie Love just steps in there and dies. Top Esports fumbling the bag a little bit here. Still almost 10,000 gold up, but they're having fun with it.
Yeah, I don't think this impacts the game, but hey, props to FPX. Cream was too far
Look
up
at
in
Shadow.
the side lane. Shadow had a really nice pick there on the Jacula.
They do indeed.
Yeah, public execution. Yep.
Oh my God,
Dang.
they used everything.
They hated Cream.
They literally hated him.
They really hated Cream.
Very lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
They need lactate.
That was a big spear from Kanavi too. Looking at the back half of this fight, Jacula did opt for the Edge of Night, so that depth charge didn't end up connecting, but good find here by Shadow, who did a nice job of tucking himself into that brush and gets a bonus kill in the back half. Quite nice. And for me, this is where Top Esports has been really solid as a team. It has been these objective setups. That is Azir turret coming down, going to guarantee both mid and bot prio, and Chris, oh, they're looking hard.
Oh, he dodges out of the impale during this Grand Starfall, and Care gets hit by the shock blast. That's a big bullet time, but 369 is on your back line. He's swinging hammer, and he's swinging other things too. Cream trying to get the pick on Awesome. He's not going to get him. It's going to be the take from Crisp. The fade away Winter's Bite. I know you know something about that coming. They're going straight for the throat and straight for the win.
Yeah, this was an A+ game to pick from, and Chris played it well along with the rest of the team. Kanavi MVP unquestionably in this one as Top Esports cruised to a pre-Baron spawn game 1 victory.
Shortest game of the section so far of this split. It is a 23-minute and 20-something second win by Top Esports over FPX.
Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the LPL 2025 Split 2.
In the LPL, obviously getting one of the championships, the World Championships for this region. And now Sheer gonna say hello to Kanavi and 369 early. Guess nothing else is gonna happen of it. There you go. That's the dub that we're looking for. But it's so insane. Kanavi going for some early pathing here on the Shadow. Gonna get spotted out, and I don't know if you want to take those early skirmishes. Gonna try to at least take a couple of the wolves. Maybe go for the smite. Oh, it actually goes to Wave Shadow, so he's gonna get the advantage there. Not the damage advantage though. Kanavi has that trading pattern going on the Shadow. Maybe looking for a little bit more. Won't find anything else.
So might just be relegated to taking that lower crab and seeing what he can find elsewhere as Jackie Love and Chris hit 3 early, and they're fighting aggressively.
They are. Jackie Love taking some heavy trades, but Dway gonna have to flash out. Auto attack from Jackie Love. The turret's gonna come through. The Foss Bomb gets one back, maybe two. The flash is there. The auto, a double kill for Awesome.
I honestly really like the play from Jackie Love, but again, Shadow couldn't walk bot because of the prio from the Ezreal and the Alistar. And so Shadow is relegated to pretty much nothing here. It's just Cream. Be a nice trap.
The ultimate bait. Dway actually with a massive shattering strikes right there, stopping Crisp in the tracks.
But look at Kanavi again. He has the able to actually get in here. Has the help of Crisp, and we're just gonna have a skirmish over the Raptors. Kanavi should keep the fights going here. Has the level advantage on the Nidalee, and this is where Nidalee really thrives. I think if Care is here to join the fight, they do have to be careful. But Jackie Love even rotating over will be spotted out by Jouet, and that's just going to be the cap given over to Kanavi as it does reset. Actually get Shadow back in, but
is he going to smite it? Oh, they just go for the all-in onto Shadow. Shadow with the explosive charge and the kitty claws from Kanavi. Say that a couple more times because Top Esports are just forcing FPX. This is the ultimate I know I'm better than you. Chris was talked to recently. Okay, well, maybe we'll get a fight on onto Sheer here. Kanavi going to make his face shown into Sheer's lane. There's the unstoppable onslaught to get the double knockup. Going to be knocked up right back. He's very tanky boy already, even just having that Cinder. And up, and this is the first spawn of Grub, so it would be a 3. It's really fitting when you listen to Chris talk in the last interview, and a lot of praise, obviously, or like talks and conversation about facing your old organization, the team that you got a world championship on. But his statement kind of rang true in the fact that it's been so long. It's the roster's not the same. He doesn't feel like there's any kind of connection there, and that's really telling to kind of the legacy of the LPL and what we've seen over the last couple of years.
I can't blame him, right? It's not like he's playing with any of his, or against any of the old teammates where they won worlds, right?
They're not swapping plays, but at least him taking the spot of Mako. Now Kanavi going to try to contest over Shadow, who was potentially starting up the first dragon. This is a level 6 diff right now, and Shadow just taking the brunt of it and just goes down to Cream. Now Cream gets the reset here, doesn't have the explosive charge, but has massive damage onto Care.
It's everywhere here on the Rift, sadly.
I just feel like Kanavi is so out for blood right now. Just in the entirety. Oh god, Care's gonna die. He's hello friend. He gets the flash out. Oh, the fate sealed. Oh, the combo. Cream still kills him. Is gonna get the Lilty Lullaby in the end, and Shadow will clean up that kill. It is a nice little shutdown there. Meanwhile, 1v1 in top side. Unstoppable onslaught's gonna be there, dodging out of the spear from Kanavi. And that's Crisp supportal combat.
On the bright side, he didn't give a kill over to Awesome. So hindsight Harry says this is okay.
Self on business, and he's just calm, cool, and collected, like it doesn't even matter. Like these people don't have families, like they don't have friends, like nobody's gonna know about this, but they all know that top esports is different.
I'm not well, that's not really a barbecue, if we're gonna be honest.
Yeah, it is.
That is my favorite thing to grill, for sure.
Okay.
I used to grill a lot when I was back in Columbus.
I guess I'm talking about grilling versus
just come home from work in the summer, crack open that grill, and maybe a cold one. Nothing better.
All right, well, they're looking at a little bit of a fight here in mid. Not going to crack open the cold one just yet. These Rocks definitely can put a little bit of presence around this Grub fight. Okay, Cream is just going to die. Sheer's going to 100% him. No, will end up getting the bag up, but that means he took 3/4 of his health. Yeah, now Kanavi is in the Grub fight.
Good angle for top esports.
Okay, Joy just doesn't get to exist, I guess. That's so unfortunate. Jackie Love! Oh, Jackie Love goes down to Awesome. Fate sealed. He ended up over the wall there, I guess, on the other side of Kanavi. Kanavi's still in the pit. Awkward. Care didn't finish him off. There's been some wonky stuff happening with walls recently here in the LPL. And Shadow's going to get bounced around, not going to get hit by the spear, but is going to eventually fall, trying to get Kanavi back, but doesn't do so. It will be 5-1.
From top esports, but no, only 5-1 stuff.
Yeah. Well, they're finding a pick on the Sheer, as they will end up getting a little bit of gold there. And Dragon has been, I believe,
here for FPX, and Cream going to take care of business here. See, looks like he's going to get this pre-14. That's a nice gold injection, taking the plate and the first turret, and will secure feats for top esports.
You know this guy grills. You think he knows that burgers are made out of him?
In honor, Chick-fil-A now is entering the League of Legends universe.
I can't wait. It's gonna be like the Xbox that can heat up KFC chicken. Oh no! Joy, he's by himself a little bit. Here comes the follow through from Awesome. Top esports just get out. Yep, they tried though, and that's that's pretty far down in there. Oh, okay. So FPX gonna try to be a little proactive here. And top esports going to be coming around the bend, though. Maybe looking for a pincer with Cream coming down from the top side. TP's going to be there, as well as now maybe getting pincered themselves around. They got the TP up. 369 has a massive angle. The Rift Herald is going to go down. Okay, it goes to Kanavi of all people. Shadow's going to have to sing his sweet lullaby from the grave as Jackie Love puts him in that ground. Kanavi's going to finally go down to Care, and they are picks across the table. When I came into this day talking to you, I said that FPX sometimes looks like chickens with their heads cut off, and I think that we got the representation.
Like, if you had a grilling animation in there, that's pretty close. He's got a furnace in the train. Well, you have a big power play up for 2.5 minutes, but the Rose is giving the XP and increasing the power of the Drakes that you've already secured. A little bit more impactful throughout the game.
He's got a 5-level lead.
Oh my god.
God! God.
That was through Aftershock.
This at the end of this year will be my 5th year covering the LPL holistically, and this might be one of the beatdowns of all time that I've ever watched.
Top Esports really pissed off after first day. That's all.
Right?
Throughout this.
Bring up the meme again, Kelsey. We don't need to see the gameplay. Let's just talk about the meme.
Their Huya ratings are still like being tanked by the fans because they're so mad about the first 10 performance. But Top Esports taking that to heart, and they're really doing everything. What feed on the Rifts? Doing everything they can to
from
perform.
them. But BLG is looking like a returned beast here, and we have to see what they can do to end up in that top 4 placement to make it automatically into the playoffs for Top Esports. But here comes an attempt from FPX. Sheer, you're too young to drive, buddy. Get out of that car. Top Esports now. Get the rebuttal. Get the double knock-up. Lilting Lullaby will be sweet nothings for FPX as they will lose their tier 2 tower and topside. Care is just going to try to get an all-in.
Okay.
He's going to not even get a single one. And Sheer and Shadow have to watch as their base crumbles.
I respect seeing the Care have the Dion Waiters / the Shy mentality of if you didn't keep on dying, then you lost the mentality to keep on playing the game. But that ult from Sheer might have been a little bit unwarranted. That again, FPX, I will say, a few less smiles on the player cams this game compared to the last, which I can't blame them for. Getting beat down like this 2 games in a row is tough, but yeah, this game is... This has been a advantage of the space creation of the Ornn. Also starting to see...
Care is like the only one that's an adult in any of these conversations for FPX. He's the only one that like has anything to say. Dway is going to go down to Kanavi. Awesome is also going to go down to Kanavi. That's a double kill. Maybe look for more. Just go ahead and see how many you can rack up. Unfortunately, Sheer's pretty tanky, and Nidalee not known to be able to take down tanks, but maybe going to try to do so anyways. Enough cat scratches onto a post will end up taking it down. Not going to find any more cat scratches there in Shadows, just playing mind games with Top Esports.
Sion, you lost space to go. And
they're laughing. They're just having a good time.
Yeah, look at that smile.
Sheer and Kanavi and 369. Legends of JDG fandom.
Okay, Care.
Oh, okay. Nice flash from
Dude,
Scream's going to get him out of there.
Care is the try-hard in solo queue, you know?
I told you. Oh, my
Oh,
God. Oh, Lilting Lullaby coming out there. I don't think he's going to be able to get away.
Hey, plus 923. Care's got a smile on his face.
Huge.
On the map. They haven't seen it yet because they haven't been able to get that far up on the map, but they saw it. It's in the game.
It's in the game. Oh.
Oh, that was a nice play from Care, actually. He's going to find a good ult, too. This is well played. I know we're having a little bit of fun with this game, too. That was well played from Care.
Yeah, and there's a reason why they've consistently, like, literally rebuilt this team almost 3 times around this guy Care, because he is that crucial developmental piece that FPX has been trying to work around. Was the court key, but I still did like that initial kind of 3 picks that they had to start it off.
Cream utilizing that extended range from Tristana to get some bonus range with a passive. Yeah, it's not just Caitlyn or Jinx that can do that. Tristana can too. I feel like canonically, Lumberjack Sion has to grill the live. Like, how else is going to use all the wood that he cuts?
True. That's
so
the
therefore,
canon lore that we
Sion
needed.
skin, I would like that.
I need him to just be like covered in sausages, like he's just a butcher or something. And speaking of being butchered, I think FPX are about to learn the hard way that Top Esports is here for one thing and one thing only, and that is dominance in Split 2 to make up for the transgressions at first stand and to try to continue their streak in the LPL 2025. They were champions in Split 1 for a reason, and they will absolutely down smash onto FPX and take a 2-0 sweep.
Yeah, it was only Sheer with